Hi, Myra.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you for helping my project.
Oh, you're welcome.
Did you know that NASA is planning to send astronauts back to the moon?
Yes.
How did you find out about it?
On TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Would you believe that of the people I interview, like on the street, in the mall, only about 20% of them know we're going back to the moon?
Oh no, I'm a big news. I love to watch the news and know about everything that's going around.
That's amazing. I would say you're unique like that. Not most people watch the news.
No, I love to know what's going on, especially now with the world being so crazy. So
What do you think about us going back to the moon?
I think it's fantastic. I think but right now it's like only selective people and people with money because it costs a lot to send them up there.
Now, the people that NASA is sending to the moon are astronauts who had, applied and were selected and went through training. So they're just regular workers like you and me.
Okay.
As opposed to like rich people.
Yes.
So does that affect your opinion any?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
No,
Cool.
not at all.
Let's see. Where do you see humanity in 200 years?
Well, I mean, if that's available, to go for everybody to go to the moon, to space, I think it's a great idea.
Coming back to like space travel and it being for the rich, I was researching the history of the microwave.
Okay.
And the very first microwave, you know how much it cost?
Like $10, maybe?
$5,000.
Oh.
I know. And this is back in like $1950.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I had no idea.
I know. It was called the radar range at the time. And then
Yeah.
somebody came up with the idea of microwave.
And now you can buy them so cheap.
So cheap. And I think the same thing is true of computers. They used to be like huge room-filling things only governments and large corporations could have. And then air traffic was air travel was like for the rich. And then
Yes.
now, for $100, $200 you could travel pretty much to any major city in the US. Maybe space travel will follow the same thing. Like today it's for the rich and
Maybe later it'll be for anybody.
maybe. You think that's likely?
I think so. I think anything is possible.
In 200 years, do you think we'll have people living off of the Earth, or will people just be on the Earth making these trips to places?
It's hard to. You never know. I mean, like the Jetsons, they lived in space, and now, I mean, technology has gone up so high that, I mean, the people that are deaf, I mean, now. They have this hearing aids that are incredible.
Right.
I had 3 little girls come in today. All of them were deaf, were born deaf, and now they have this
Like
appliances that they
implant?
put on implants, and
okay.
and it's like amazing
Wow.
what technology. Like back in the days, you could not if you couldn't hear, you couldn't hear, But now it's just amazing. So I think. You never know. Somebody might want to live up there in space if we can survive,
Yeah, it's interesting, with the ocular implant, I wonder if maybe they can actually hear better than you and me.
Oh yeah, they can.
Oh, they can?
Yes, they can.
Wow.
Definitely. It's amazing. I mean, it's pretty expensive,
Okay.
but oh my God, what they can do is just, I couldn't believe it. All 3 of her little girls were born deaf, and she doesn't understand why. But good thing for technology that now they can hear her, and really good.
Wow.
So
It's amazing how far
Yes.
we've come.
oh yeah, definitely.
So if you could take a trip to space, would you?
Oh yes, definitely.
Oh,
I think it would be interesting.
what would you do on your trip?
I would first of all enjoy it, and I don't know if they let you walk on space.
Like
Do they let you?
like a spacewalk type,
Yes.
go outside of the space.
Exactly.
I think you could.
Yeah, that's one thing I would love to do.
Be floating in space.
I would be like, wow. Like, I would just be staring. It's like I'm this close to the sky, It's just, I mean, you could see the stars like so close. I mean, what I've seen, because I do watch Geographic what is it? That Geographic Graphs or
Okay.
National
Geographic.
There you go.
Okay.
Yes, and I've seen books of that, so it's amazing what's out there.
Okay, so now let's say that humanity does create like a city on Mars, and you or one of your descendants immigrates to Mars, and it's like 200 years in the future, and your great, I'm not sure how many greats it takes, but she's really great granddaughter is on Mars, and she's in history class doing a project on the 2020s.
Okay.
What do you think would be worth writing about in 200 years from now about this decade?
About this decade? Well, first of all, about what we have gone through the pandemic.
Just anything? Oh, the pandemic.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, that hit us hard. It was something that we were not expecting. Everybody stopped working. The majority of the people stopped working. And where we started being more natural, no more nails for women. Men started growing their hair, and it was just like, it was like incredible. Like, is this ever gonna go away? You know, it just like hit us too hard. You know, and about what else has happened? I mean, about presidents, about all the riots, all everything that's out there. You know, and on TV, that you're shocked. You know, so there's a lot to write about that are. Great granddaughters or great sons or whatever, you know, they would be like, wow, this happened at that time, you know. And we've had, you know, here in Texas, I mean, we've had Harvey, we've had, I think in 05 we had, was it Rita, the one that we had?
Katrina?
Katrina,
yeah.
where we lost a lot of people. I mean, nobody was expecting the flood.
Wow.
So that was something that Houston has gotten hit with a lot of surprises. So, and I'm sure in other countries too, you know.
And then the war in Ukraine, who
Ukraine,
knows what that'll turn into?
Which never needed to happen, you know. And for my ancestors are from Ukraine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because we're Jewish.
Okay.
But what happened is that my great grandfather, when they were killing all the Jews, they fled to Spain.
I see.
So then when I did my ancestry, I'm Jewish, Spanish, and Portuguese.
Wow.
And it comes down all the rest of them. But yeah, so I mean, I don't have any family in Ukraine, but it was like, wow, you know, everybody should do their ancestry because it's amazing what's in there.
Yeah, I mean, probably if you go back enough generations, you have people from all over the world.
Oh yeah, definitely, yes.
Well, Myra, thank you so much for participating in my project. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye.